wide.
It is a gorgeous evening here at O'Reilly Raceway Park as FX welcomes you to stop number 11 of the NASCAR Ihop Cup Series Tour for Season 4. Last week at Talladega there was a vicious crash on the last lap in which KFC Cup Series went for a vicious ride. He was released from the hospital Monday and is experiencing bruising and a sore tailbone, which luckily was all he got. He is actually alive and in this race, and he qualified 5th in this car Friday afternoon. Anyways, Nate Sherman went and won the pole and took it away from Xavier Saldreska, which is more of the shocker on the outside row. Since this is the last race before we go on the Rocky Mountain 10 Days of Thunder, where we're down in Brighton for the All-Star race and then the road course event, you're going to see a lot of guys push it to the limit, try to push it to the limit tonight. And the weather, if you're wondering, and since this is in the backyard of the Brickyard, this .686 mile short track, it's going to be a fun one tonight as soon as we get the green flag. Here's row 1, we have the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Motorcraft Ford. Row 2, M&M's 75th years Toyota and the Aris Internet Toyota. Row 3 finds the Mobile One Chevrolet and the Caterpillar Chevrolet. Row 4 finds the Hasan Nation Chevrolet and the Dollar General Toyota. Row 5 finds the Furniture Row Toyota and the Jimmy John Chevrolet. Row 6 finds the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet and the American Ethanol E15 Chevrolet. While we're looking through the rest of the field, let's see if we can mic up KFC Cup Series. Hey, KFC Cup Series, this is Daryl Walsh ripping the FX booth. You got us? Yeah. Heck of a tumble, man. Last week, the fact that you're still alive and being able to race with only minor bruises and sores just amazes me. Anyways, how good do you feel your car is going to be tonight? We haven't really gotten much in the way of testing here, so we really didn't know. So we basically spent most of the practice session Friday, and there was an early 40-minute practice session this afternoon where we tuned our car. We actually were the quickest of the 34, so I have a lot of faith in our Mobile One Chevrolet tonight. It's going to do pretty well. Hopefully it's going to be pretty fast, and hopefully we'll put this thing in victory lane. Because last time the 14-1 was all the way back in Season 1, and they're trying to change that. And our Fox. Alright, have a good one down here, man. You too. A bit of a note that Paul Moon, he did crash in the Saturday morning practice the noon practice session before the race earlier today. He will go to a backup car after smacking the wall on the inside and then drifting and smacking on the outside. And then going to hit the inside. He will start 33rd, and he will be one of the 6 onboard cameras tonight. Zox Moon has the IHOP on board. Caleb Hoffman is the Aris Internet modems on board. Jonathan Morrison is the American Ethanol E15 on board. Nate Sherman has the Lowe's on board. Brendan Little has the Ortho Fire Ant Killer on board. And Dylan Murway has the Jimmy Johns on board. Race length tonight, 15 laps around the 6.86 mile oval. The sun's starting to set in the background. It's going to be quite the show tonight. Alright, boys, bring him down nice and slow. Stay. Hopefully we can get a clean start. Colts quarterback Andrew Luck is going to be bringing the field to the green flag, and boogity boogity boogity, let's go racing, boys. Boys, for one final time on this joint. Boys, the 10 really didn't get a good start, and there's actually damage on a couple cars. Mainly the 27 and the 24, because he didn't see the tire spin right in front of him, which meant the entire field began to bunch up, and now the 3 and 4 wide can turn 2. They're losing this race next year, as there's going to be a there's going to be a new spot, possibly rumors of either Gateway going onto the schedule next year, or a first visit out to Martinsville, or maybe a potential visit to either maybe an EA road course like Old Spice potentially, or who knows. It's currently up in the air, and we had a crazy battle going on for 5th right here between Caleb Huff and the 78 UB Network in the 19. Nate Sherman has led lap number 1. But here comes Jonathan Wishard trying to challenge on the inside. He gets the spot as there's a crash down turn 2. One car spins, a couple of them. Looks like this was basically a sort of an accordion type incident, whereas the cars bunched into each other. It got bad, and unfortunately ended with those 2 cars being basically the 25 just got loose, smacked the wall there. He has damage to his car. He bounced into the 33. The 88 tried to go low. Unfortunately, was one of the drivers involved in the first major crash of the evening on lap number 3. Jessica Shelton, the other driver involved. And for this being the last race at ORP, Lucas Oil Raceway for the foreseeable future, because the new spot for this track is currently up in the air. They're possibly looking at a potential, maybe a second visit to North Carolina. To be honest, the season 6 schedule is, the season 5. The season 5 schedule is currently up in the air at the moment. You see Apollo Moon on pit road, damage. Jessica Shelton, her night is done. Unfortunately, Apollo Moon gets repairs done to his machine. He will be back out in 33rd. Being one of the first cars a couple laps down. And during pit stops, some relatively entertaining things happened. Jacob Tube, with track position, elected to take 2 tires. You can do that here. It's a lot safer too. To do these kinds of things. Anyways, here we go. First restart of the evening. Back in the air, we're racing. Great move by the 24 Jacob Tube. He had a big run. He's going to bring his teammate with him and the points leader. And you know, for Jacob Tube having nose damage, thing that may possibly impede his aerodynamics, because look who just took second. Took the lead. And look who's probably going to take second. And provide Dylan Murway doesn't have anything to say or do about it. Look at him cut to the inside. Oh my god, look at this crazy snafu of cars. Cars right here, look at that. 41, 48, whoa! Really stuck his nose in Hunter Rosoni, really stuffed it in there on the 48. Man. Stuffed that thing in there. And it looks to me like Dylan Murway can possibly take the lead off turn 4 through all this. If I get to that 41, I'm just gonna turn him. Not even gonna think twice about it. Just gonna turn his ass into the wall. Done for. See the visible frustration in Nate Sherman's voice. As another problem has happened. This time, an issue in turn 3. The 43 of Mason Powers has gone around. Look at everyone splitting him. Brendan Little has also turned around in front of all this. He was trying to miss the incident by coming on the inside. Oh! Second caution of the evening, and there's already a sufficient number of cars hanged up from the start of this race. I mean, look, 25 is heavy rear quarter panel damage, and the 88 with pretty heavy damage, and now 43. Sorry guys, lost it under him. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do to fix that one. If they want to fix it, they're going to have to go behind the wall for a while. Talking about the damage of the 43. They are on pit road at the moment, trying to get repairs done to their car. See them trying to get the hammer out, trying to beat the left rear out of that car. Very frustrating night, and we'd like to remind you that the 10 Days of Thunder All-Star Race, the Showdown, and the IHOP All-Star Race. Brighton High School coverage begins 9:30 a.m. locally. So coverage begins at 11:30 a.m. with the coverage of the All-Stars, the Ihop Cup Series Showdown. But it's going to be qualifying for that race is actually going to be determined by heat races and the Open. The All-Star race, however, their qualifying is going to be determined a little differently this year. It's going to be all by draw by the 19 drivers, and 8 of the top 10 are already locked in the All-Star race. The only ones that aren't locked in are Bernard's Cup Series in the 27, running 7th, and his teammate Hot Wheels 44 and 8th, who both of them have a good shot here. Remember, and then the All-Star race is going to begin about 2:30 p.m. Eastern on FX. Everything from that there can be seen on FX, and then Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, coverage of Ihop Cup Series group qualifying from the new Brighton Road Course, presented by AAA Insurance, can be seen on FX and simulcast on FX Now. And then that Sunday at noon, the first ever Peerless Grand Prix of Brighton at the new Brighton Road Course. That can be seen on Fox. And then Michigan, Kansas, and Pikes Peak. And it's hard to believe that we're getting this close to the middle of the season. When you think about it, a bunch of winners. We've already had very entertaining races, a lot of entertaining racing tonight in this season. A lot of emotion, a lot of temper. And already at the short track, there's probably going to be more of that here. We're not even halfway through this race. We're going to restart on lap 8 with 8 laps to go. Remember, green flag laps do not count in some cases. We're going to do another quickie yellow, and they're going to bring them down to the green flag. Whoa, Jacobs really getting pushed into the middle lane by Jonathan Wishart. Zoe's Moon shoved out to the bottom. Dylan Murway with a big move. He won Talladega last week. Can he do it tonight? Can he go back to back? I'm sure any of these drivers would love to have a say or two about it. Watch that 18, watch that 18, 27, watch him. It's gonna be a wreck behind you. Be a wreck behind you. Whoa, trouble! Jonathan Wishart spins. Runs right into the wall. Oh no, Jacob 2 piles in. Now looks like Caleb Hoffman is a piece of this accident. Big crash, turn 3. They continue to stack in there. With turn initially, probably most of this was guaranteed due to tempers, as now the track is just going to become clogged. All the damaged cars And the pack that's going to stop. Looks like Jonathan Wisher got basically hooked into the wall. Jacob 2's involved. Caleb Hoffman with minimal fender damage. Nothing too bad, hopefully. Unless a tire rub may come up on that car. So far, it looks pretty unlikely. Zach Speed. A lot of the cars that got damaged in this incident were dinged up. Were, you know, dings trying to miss by going on the apron. They aren't, you know, plowing into the rack like most of these guys were. And a lot of this was ARCA based, right? Brakes right here. Derek Lewis, if he was further back at the rack where the rack started, he would have been fine. Oh, KFC Cup Series. No. No, man, he was having such a good run tonight. They red flagged the race because there's debris and oil literally all over the track down here in turns 3 and 4. So they can clean these cars up. You see KFC Cup Series stopped on the far side of the track on the front stretch. Jackson Hunter, one of the drivers involved. Jacob 2, winning it down on his car. I'm sure he's done that in frustration. Probably more frustrated Jonathan Wisher. See them going over, having a bit of a discussion. And it looks to me, oh, temper is running hot. After the big one strikes at O'Reilly at Lucas Oil Raceway, you are watching NASCAR on FX. And a lot of the cars that were trapped behind this incident were directed through the carnage. So right now there's 11 counted as a car involved. Right now in this bit of a, what do you like to call, maybe a kind of an argument over space, is literally gobbled up about 9 cars. 3 of them can continue. These 6 are done. And a lot of them are going to finish low 30s. Not all of them are finish outside 5.5 in this one. Caleb Hoffman, here's what he had to say on the radio. Well, guys, don't think you have too much damage. He did get a slight ding on the right, but probably nothing too major. Jason, did you see any webbing or smoke? I didn't see any, but I think you're good. Well, with a much smaller field, we're going to try to complete the remainder of this race. Third caution cleaned up. There's going to be a 5-lap sprint to the side. Who will go to victory lane tonight at Lucas Oil Raceway. Green flag runs in the early stages. A big pile up in the second half to shake things up. Do we make it around in one piece? And if so, who's going to go into victory lane? Who's going to have chrome horn used on them? It's all going to be decided in just a span of 5 laps. Here we go. Oh my god, horrible start by the Ford. Launch that car up. Now they're literally all over the place here in turn 1. 3, 4 wide. Lot of bumping and grinding. Wide top, few wide top, few wide top. Hunter Miller escapes the lead. And now looks like possible radiator smoke off the 27. They punched a hole in the front of the car after the damage from the start stack up at the 10. Now it looks like it's just about to become worse. Here, this is probably the oddest top 3 we've seen all year. 4 to go. Hot Wheels 44 and the 31. Hunter Miller in the 5. Remember, Hot Wheels 44 does not want to be in the open in the morning. So he's doing everything in his power. Eastern. Try to not be in the early morning open race. He is working on that car. Don't count out the 41. He's not afraid to mix things up. Caution, debris. Looks like maybe off the 88 potentially. He had some contact with one of the cars in the mess. Of the 22 car field held. And so kind of talking with how the All-Star is going to work next week while we have this break. The Open, it's going to work like this. Top 4, 3 will advance, 1 will be due to fan vote. Top 4 will advance, 1 will be due to fan vote, and then to join the 22 car field when they take the green flag later that afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then with the All-Stars being at 9:30 a.m. in the morning, oh, it's going to be a bit of a show. And with, Ott getting there, fighting sure for pancakes like they do in every NASCAR race, it's going to be a showstopper. I can guarantee you that. And I mean, we're about to have a showstopper here with a couple laps to go here at O'Reilly, here at Lucas Oil Raceway, last ever race. Man, it's been quite a show. This is a scheduled restart. It is not one of the three green, white checkers. It is a scheduled attempt. Hunter Miller is one of the cars that has won. He won the Daytona 500. Hot Wheels 44 has not. WB Network is in second. Do you expect to gamble? 2 laps left. This is shaping up to be a Martinsville 2012 type situation. Go ahead and flash back. You see Clint Boyer made a dive bomb move 3 wide, took 3 guys out. The guy in third has the power to shake up who wins this race tonight. That's how it's been pretty much all season. Hunter Miller who won the 500. WB Network who won at Bristol. I'm sorry, won at Brighton. Hot Wheels 44 in third. Caleb Hoffman fourth, looking for his second win of the season tonight. Hunter is only fifth. Dylan Murway sixth. Xavier Saldreska seventh. Menards Cup Series, even with damage, is in eighth. Zarks Moon ninth. Nate Sherman rounds out our top 10. Remember, scheduled restart, not an official green-white checkered attempt. Do we make it around one piece? Wow, look at this. Here comes Hot Wheels 34 making it 3 wide and takes out both the leaders. Inside, 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 inside. Inside, 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 inside. Inside, stay on him, stay on him, stay on him. Do they wave the yellow? Yes, they do. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was exactly what I'd expect. What I would expect Hot Wheels 44 to try to do. Now there are several other cars that got out of that with damage. That is mainly Brendan Little, who probably punched the hood in after running in the back of 11, trying to miss any traffic. If I'm Hunter Miller, I had to do what I had to do. I had to protect my line. I probably wish my spotter would have told me to block a little earlier. But it's just things you can't anticipate in racing sometimes. Sometimes you're going to see a lot of things that can't go your way, like the bold move. Other times you're going to see stuff like that happen. Now, look who this puts in position. Caleb Hoffman, potentially ready to earn his second win of the season, and he is ready to put it to him. He is known to be an aggressive driver, so anybody who comes on the inside could possibly be the 27. Anybody who comes on the inside, it could be 27, 22 making a dive bomb last minute move. It could be anybody. Anyways, Brendan Little with the damage is retired. And now we're going to go to overtime. Caleb Hoffman brings him down. Menards Cup Series losing quick amounts of water pressure. Last ever race at ORP. Things are going to be hungry. We got 3 first-time winners in the top. People who have never won this season in the top 4. We got 4 of them in the top 5. And better yet, we got 5 of them inside the top 10. Storylines, storylines. Here we go. I didn't really expect 27 to get a good of a start as he did. He's going to try to stick the nose on the inside. Ooh, can you believe it? Menards Cup Series with all the damage to his nose. I'm sure any further hit, he's going to go into the wall. While smoking. Clean restart. Side by side as they head into 3. Zox moving to the bottom. Advantage to the 27. They are literally beating and banging on each other just like a typical short track. White flag into the air one more time for Menards Cup Series. Zox, man, he wants to work, she wants to work him over. Whoa, oh, wow, what a move by Menards Cup Series, literally getting shoved out of the way. He saved that car, and he's gonna unfortunately come up right into the path of the 4, and now we got a spin. It is Menards Cup Series. He has hit the pit barriers, and this is the finish off turn 4, side by side, bouncing off each other to the line. Caleb Hoffman. Line, both of them make contact. Zox Moon bounces into, crashes into the wall. Caleb Hoffman spins, but Zox Moon wins. Oh my god. Just a reminder. Oh, goodness. You know, only finishes like this we see in the Ihop Cup Series, and we see it a lot. Crashes and pileups to finish. Wow. Zox Moon literally crashed, spun to the line, hit the wall hard, and somehow finished ahead of Caleb Hoffman. Can't believe it, man. And oh my god, that's some very nasty licks on the 19 of Caleb Hoffman. Look at that. His right side is gone. That right there, that's dedication. And oh, it's like on the cool down lap, on the backstretch, Dylan Murway just got turned sideways. Maybe possibly sticking up for a teammate. Oh, I bet you Dylan's probably going to have a say or two about it. Dylan Murway finished 7th tonight. And, oh, he's after him. Menards Cup Series has driven away. And, oh my god, though. What a finish between Zox Moon, who literally won this race, sideways. Caleb Hoffman won this race sideways. What an exciting end at the last IHOP Cup Series visit ever to do this racetrack before we move to whatever new location that gets put on the schedule for next year. Could potentially, it is rumored that it could be another short track. Gateway is a prime candidate for the new track to race at the moment, but is at the moment one of these types of situations. It's not permanent and set in stone. They're currently up in the air figuring it out. Man, congratulations to Zox Moon on her second career win, first of the year. She is in the playoffs. And there have been literally no repeat winners all year. How crazy is that? See the results fly by on your screen. A lot of the more middle to bottom pack guys that are going to be running the Open next Saturday morning at Brighton. Finishing middle and towards the top 15, top 10. Remember, congratulations to Zox Moon, the IHOP Cup Series All-Star Weekend. The IHOP Open begins at 10 a.m. Eastern. Saturday morning, and then the actual All-Star race is going to be slated for a 1 o'clock start time. 1 p.m. Eastern. What a finish tonight. To probably what is the most exciting race I've seen in a while here at RP. And unfortunately, the last race, they're probably slating to move it to make room for either a new road course or a new short track. Congratulations to Zox Moon. It's a good race. Unfortunately, last visit to Lucas Oil Raceway. Zox Moon is the winner of the Geico 500, 500 after crashing, coming across the start-finish line. See you Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern.